2018 Astro Tarot reading. Happy birthday to you. I know that you're celebrating your solar return at the top of this month. I am shuffling the Wild Unknown Tarot like I used last month by Kim Kranz. I just was drawn to it again. It's slowly becoming my most comfortable deck this week to use. I don't want to say what's like my favorite because I love them so much, all of them, but I wanted to rep this deck again. Next month I'll be using a new addition to the family though, so stay tuned for that. I am offering a special, an eclipse special. So from the 12th of July through the 27th of July, if you purchase a 60-minute Astro Tarot reading with me, you'll receive an additional free 10-minute reading to either apply to the end of that reading or to use at any time through the year for a 10-minute check-in. So feel free to find me on audreyalison.com to purchase that reading, and you would automatically get an additional 10 minutes. So it's eclipse season. Can you feel it? I can, and you are a major player in these eclipses, and you experience an eclipse in your sign, which is similar to the one that we had in August of this year, and of last year, sorry, and even 18 months ago, there's Leo energy, that this is kind of summing up for you. I think Leo's getting ready to expose themselves. So please watch your rising sign and your moon sign for a full dose of your cosmos. And let's start with our first transit. That is with Venus entering Libra on the 6th of August. And she's there through the remainder of the month in your third house of communications. But keep in mind, Mercury is retrograde this month until the 19th. So even though Venus is balancing and harmonizing the communications sector, you're still a little tongue-tied with the ruling planet of communications reverse, or slowed down enough to appear reversed. So harmony in the relationship with your siblings, though, can occur. And also maybe a new whip, a new vehicle or mode of transportation for Leo is appearing. Venus can govern the finances like she can the attraction. Some of you are meeting people through your neighborhood, and local travel is available to you. I wouldn't go the distance until Mercury goes direct, but local areas, weekend trips you might do, just prepare for the timing and take your pace with them. There might be some roadblocks on the way there, but you'll get there. On the 7th, Uranus retrogrades in another fixed sign of Taurus. So whatever planets you have in Leo are squaring Uranus now in Taurus in the career sector. And Uranus governs higher technology. And it's on and it's off. It can redirect you. It can have you coming up with new ways to implement the career and the devices within it. As a Leo rising, I testify to this firsthand, and if you don't know why, listen to the first 3 minutes of the Libra forecast, and you'll know. I don't want to repeat it any more than I've already said it, but in Libra, and I believe it was Sagittarius, I just kind of had a moment in the intro where I just let it all out. Just technical devices, but Uranus governs these higher computer systems and technologies, and you can find that in your career, it's causing a realignment for you in order to find out how to do the things that you used to do, but in a new way, in a more modern and progressive way. Okay, I'm getting my own reading right now, and I didn't even know it. So when Uranus retrogrades, this tone lessens, but not by a lot. He is the awakener. He's saying, hello, you don't need to do it this way anymore. Elevate. Okay. Elevate up and out of potential havoc in the 10th house of how you do business. So then we get to our eclipse on the 11th, the new moon partial solar eclipse at 18 degrees of Leo in your first house of self and body. Tread lightly on the 11th. I would say the witch in me wants to say, 2.5 days before the eclipse and 2.5 days after, the moon is at her most potent in that time frame of those 5 days. And this isn't the time to take risks with your physical self. It's not the time to book your first session of Pilates. You might need some physical therapy after that. It's not the time to race your car, skydive. You just tread lightly. Seriously, take it easy, because you could overdo it in things that you think would be effortless. You know, cutting a bagel while Mars is retrograde could end you up in the emergency room. You know, just tread lightly. Be as much aware as you can, because in the eclipse time, you're eclipsed. The sun and the moon are doing their alignment eclipsing, but you are downloading, and people are out of their bodies at this time. They're driving around removed. So it's better that you just be aware of your surroundings as much as you can. And this is not about like be afraid of everything. It's just saying pay attention on those days. Hone in on your 360 degree around you, because you can. On the 19th, Mercury goes direct. Oh, I want to say this. Going back to the new moon eclipse in your sign, it's your reset button. It's your time to come out as this new person, the new body, the new shape, new goals or alignments of the life path. Express yourself and do so fearlessly as the lion would. Now on the 19th, Mercury goes direct at 11 degrees of Leo. So the retrograde is in your first house. This is a time prior to the 19th to reevaluate, assess, review, and rewrite the life path. After Mercury goes direct in the first house, now you can press publish on the website, submit the manuscript or proposal for anything, work, creative endeavors. Public speaking can be encouraged and enhanced. On the 23rd, the sun enters Virgo in the money sector. So you like that time frame. From August 23rd through September 22nd, the life force of the sun is impacting your financial sector, your ability to earn, and attracting opportunity to you. That is your focus, is your dinero, dinero, dinero. On the 26th, our full moon at 3 degrees of Pisces brings a complete culmination and closure to either shared resources with the partner, you're doing separate bank accounts, or maybe you are letting go of an investment that you both contributed to. You could also be ending an intimate connection at this time, and the full moon will allow you to see something in your intimacies that you hadn't, especially in an eclipse season as well. You are awakened here. And some of you don't like what you see, and you know, not everything is roses. I said that in another forecast too. I know I like to keep a glass half full approach in my forecasts, because I try to maintain that in my life. However, I know it's not always easy. It's not always roses, and some of you are having a harsh tug of war go on in your intimacy sector, and the full moon here could also see a secret revealed, some private thing exposed at this time. So tread lightly there. Remember to say only what you want written in a magazine. How about that? How about that? Say only what you would want published for the world to see. And then keep the discriminating, gossipy, underdeveloped diatribe internal. On the 27th, Mars goes direct at 28 degrees of Capricorn in your 6th house of health and remains there direct until September 10th. That is the time to hone in on your physical fitness, Your stamina and energy will be focused towards work, tasks, daily regimen, and tending to medical appointments, medicinal treatments, and even New Age Eastern approach to your health and well-being. Then Mars will be direct in the 7th house of relationships, which is a very sexually active positioning. From the 10th of September through November 26th, you'll have him in the relationship sector, across from you, drawing in soulmate, stimulating your marriage sector. So a lot of you will be prepared to wed, Leo. Let's see what comes up in the tarot. And like I said, I am running a special. If you'd like to read privately with me, I suggest choosing the 60-minute Astro Tarot reading. You'll receive a free 10 minutes to apply to the end of that reading or to use throughout the year to check in. Leo, your first card, 3 of Cups. Friendship, trust, generosity, respect, happiness, celebration. Some of you have some bridal showers, baby showers to attend. It's a feminine card, but it doesn't have to only apply to females, but I did just get more of the feminine celebrations like bridal showers and baby showers. Daughter of Swords. This beastie is a messenger, and she is an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Swift messages can come in from friends now. Oh, I'm hearing 3 little birds, each by my doorstep. Bob Marley. Oh, R.I.P. Aye, so you got some birds on here. Birds of a feather flock together, Leo. That's the message I'm hearing. So who you surround yourself with is what you become, or what you are projecting out. So the message is be discriminating in who you choose to surround yourself with. Do you want positivity, or do you want haterville? Do you want harshness or lightness? Let's see what else is here. Wow. So I mentioned this. This is interesting. 7 of Swords is the gossip, a little bit slick, trying to keep, trying to keep a secret, cunning behavior. And I mention that because there's the communication that's lit up for you, but Mercury's also reversed, and then secrets could be exposed. So maybe you're doing a lot of talking amongst friends, and some of them don't like what they've heard, or vice versa. Whatever way it applies, it depends on the situation, but watch your tone. Oh, and I said this, whatever you don't want broadcasted to the world, keep to yourself. And this is that card. The 7 of Swords is something said that should just go right back in. Your next card, look at these birds. They're not all birds. And I know that was a sly fox here, but here's the crow, and this is the Hierophant. This is the card of Taurian energy, Uranus in Taurus, retrograde in career. Some of these friends could be around your career environment, but it's a time of study, learning. Learn from your mistakes. The law, also I'm getting legal situations might come through for you when Mercury's direct. Maybe you're in the process of a lawsuit, or considering, bear with me here, I want to get this message straight. Okay, so neglect or unlawful termination in career is what I'm getting. Some of you might think of pursuing legal advice about that, and I wouldn't discuss what you've got planned behind the scenes with even people that you think are your friends right now, or who are your friends. Just keep a lot of this tight-lipped, because you could deliver a message super harsh, and you could be misinterpreted or saying something that you don't want out. You have one more card. Aww. The Queen of Coins, the Mother of Pentacles. I love it. I love deer. It's my spirit animal, in my Native American spirit animal. So the deer tiptoes. You don't hear them too often, and the message I'm getting, the Queen of Coins masters her environment and her occupation, but she does so softly. She doesn't have to talk about it because she is it. So think about that when delivering your news or speaking like these cards suggest. You don't have to prove anything verbally. Look around. That's what it feels like to me, and I love using these new decks because the imagery instills the helps with the clairvoyance and the message, claircognizance. So even if you tiptoe, your tiptoes make a sound. Oh yeah, thank you. You can hear you in the forest, Leo, because you have the coins behind you. You can put your money where your mouth is with the Queen of Coins present. For those of you looking for work, it's coming. It could even come through higher certification and study, or through the help of some friends and support. So I know this was vast. It's a broad, generalized forecast, but if you'd like a personal reading, you know where to find me. Leo, I'm wishing you a beautiful solar return and a beautiful solar eclipse. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the star.